Hello and welcome to Deep Soul Tarot. My name is Kelly. Hello all you lovely Virgos out there. How are you doing? Today we are going to be doing your monthly February 2020 love read. I'm basing these monthly readings on love because of Valentine's Day, which is tomorrow. Today is the 13th and tomorrow. I kind of wanted to be done with these before Valentine's Day, but life didn't allow that. So here we are. So, this is going to be a general read, so it may not resonate with all of you. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I encourage you, though, to watch the whole video, even if it doesn't seem to resonate in the beginning. Sometimes you can get into a reading and realize that there are certain aspects of the reading that will resonate. Okay, just so you keep that in mind. And keep in mind also, I'm recording this again on February 13th, 2020, but time is an illusion and energy is fluid. So, just because you aren't watching this on the 13th, or you're not even watching this maybe in the month of February, doesn't mean that the message doesn't apply to you. It just means that if you're watching it at a later date, you were guided to watch at that time, and that's most likely when you were meant to receive the message. There may very well be something in there for you. Also, if you're watching it even on the 13th or in February, that although this is based on February 2020, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen today, Valentine's Day, or in the month of February, but it's the energies right now and maybe where you are headed and some guidance to get you where you need to go in the realm of love this time. Okay, these readings are not gender specific. If I refer to the cards as male or masculine, feminine, so he or she, basically, that's just the energies of the card or what's in the picture. It has nothing to do with your actual physical gender, whether you're a male or female, okay? I am a female. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. And we usually resonate with one more than the other. Both have them. We have both energies, but one may be more dominant in each individual person. And I, for one, am a female, and I'm a tomboy. I relate more to masculine energy. So that's just an example. So gender is not specific in these. So if I refer to he and she, that's just the energies of the card. Okay. So let's get going here. I'm going to give it a few shuffles. I already pre-shuffled the cards really well and meditated. I do ask at this time that you yourself, all you Virgos out there, maybe close your eyes, take a moment to think about your love situation, maybe what you want out of love, that kind of thing. If you need to pause the video, feel free to do that. Okay? Just so you can get a sense of the energies. You can send the energies here to the reading. Okay. Are you ready? I will take a moment myself to feel the energies. Connect with Spirit. And you can do the same. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for our Virgos out there in regards to love for February 2020? Before I start, let me just apologize. I live in a neighborhood where it's a lot of activity that happens around here constantly, even at night. So there's always noise. It's pretty warm here, and I am upstairs doing this, so I have my windows open. And I do apologize if there's any loud noise or planes, because I live near an airport. If you hear any of that, I apologize. Thought I heard a plane coming. Okay, here we go. We already have one card. Oh, there's another. All right, Spirit. Any more messages here? I'm hearing Spirit saying something was like crawling on my leg. It could have been a hair, but it didn't feel like a hair. Okay. Spirit. Oh, that is it. Okay. All right. Oh, look at that. There's your card. There you are. The Hermit. General energy. Well, look at that. What do you know? You showed up in your own reading, and that's the general energy. So there you are. I'm hearing that whatever situation, if you are involved with anyone, whatever the situation may be, you may very well be involved with somebody, you need a timeout. You need a timeout. Not a breakup, just a timeout. Maybe you're not sure if you want to stay in a relationship, if this is a relationship you should be in, Or maybe you're not even in the relationship yet and you've gotten to know someone, but you're trying to see if this is a person you might want to be in a relationship with or commit to. Whatever the situation may be, Virgo, and this is really strong because this is your card. So it's just kind of surreal that your card came out because, especially for the general energy, not that it came out in the reading, but I am hearing very strongly that you need to take a time out. Whatever path you're on right now, you just need to stop for a minute. Take some time alone. You need some alone time. Look within yourself. The wisdom is there. The answers you're searching for are within you. You just need to take a moment. You need to stop and take a moment. Right? I think you're wondering if you're on the right path. I'm trying to hear if I hear any other messages. The light is within. All right. Let me see what the card underneath is. The Ace of Wands. So, what I'm hearing here is, in this situation, you do need a timeout, but you need a timeout just, maybe you guys just need a little time apart. It may be brief. I don't feel that it's anything too serious. I don't feel that it's anything that is in regards to a breakup, a split. I don't feel any negativity here. Because what I'm feeling with the Ace of Wands is there was a lot of passion and love here. And it's like you both need some time apart. So when you come back together, you can reignite the passion. The passion isn't gone. But maybe life has gotten in the way, or maybe you've dated this person for a while, and you know how things kind of, I'm not going to say die down, but when you first meet people and it's a new relationship, it's, I heard hot and heavy. Take that as it resonates, okay? To apply it to your situation. Maybe you guys hit it off and it was hot and heavy right from the beginning. But you know what I mean. That in the beginning, there's the newness of the relationship. And, you're a little giddy and, you're all into each other, and it's not that you're not into each other. You just maybe have gotten comfortable, and maybe you don't go out on dates like you used to, or maybe you're not spending as much time together as you used to. It's almost like you need to take time to rethink, not the relationship, but rethink the priorities in your life, or rethink how you can balance work, daily responsibilities, and that could just be as simple as doing laundry and things at home. Whether you live together or not, everybody has their own things that they need to get done, especially if you are in a relationship that you have kids together, or one of you has kids, just that kind of situation. So there's a lot of things in life that you try to balance your emotional life with your work life or school, anything else in your life. Okay, so let's get to, I was just trying to see if I felt any other energies, but I don't yet. We have 2 face-down cards and a number of face-up cards. This is how I read them. Face-down is what is underlying the issue, or maybe what is within you, or within somebody, that is not apparent. So it's an underlying messages in the situation. The ones that are face-up are either external, kind of obvious in the situation, or maybe more outward aspects of the situation or yourself. In other words, this may be things that are suppressed or you're not expressing, or what's going on within you, and these are things that may be more on the outside, okay? And as we get along, it'll make more sense probably that way if it doesn't right now. So we have, okay, the first card we have is the 3 of Wands. The other card we have is the Star card, but it's in reverse. 3 of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. What I'm hearing, though, that the 3 of Wands, see how, let me just go back here. Let me back up just a little bit. The Ace of Wands here to the 3 of Wands. The 2 of Wands, in between, is choosing which path you want to go. You just need to take a time out. Take time to think. Think about what you really want. If you're at a crossroads. You're at a crossroads in this situation or this relationship. And again, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Because with the Wands, I feel that there is a lot of passion. Maybe there's you really care so much for this person, it almost scares you. how much. You know, you didn't expect maybe this relationship to turn out this way, or go in the direction that it's going in a good way, you know? If you've ever been in a situation where you meet somebody and yeah, you hit it off and you get along great, and as time goes on, and I've just done that not too long ago, it's been a couple years, but not too long ago, where I met the person and I loved him instantaneously. We got along. In fact, that's my twin flame. If you know anything about twin flame relationships, I am on a twin flame journey, and it's not easy. If any of you are going through that, it's not easy. But when I first met him, a couple of weeks before that was a devastating experience with somebody I thought I was going to reunite with, and, you know, it seemed like it was going in a great direction, and I was devastated. I met him. So I wasn't really interested in a relationship at all at that point. But I met him, we hit it off, we had this weird connection that I couldn't even explain. It was like we knew each other already, and we had just met. And, but in the beginning I was a little more guarded, and I was just like, you know, we'll just hang out and be friends. If we do hang out, it's just going to be as friends. But the more I got to know him, the more I cared. And I tried to deny it, but I couldn't. And that's what I'm feeling. This is what you're doing here, Virgo, is you're realizing that maybe the two of you, if you are in a relationship, are getting serious, you know? And this is something that you really want to take a time out. I mean, it could be altercations or issues in the relationship. I'm not hearing that. I'm not feeling that, though. I'm feeling that it's more of a, let me just step back for a minute, and this is a little overwhelming for me. The passion that we have, it's just, it's almost like it's too good to be true. Something has to be, you're waiting for the other shoe to fall, so to speak. Something's got to be wrong. So take a time out and really think about it, because you have the answer within. The wisdom, the answers you are seeking are within you, Virgo. Okay? And Virgos you're an earth sign, so you're usually very grounded, depending on what you have in your chart. Oh, that reminds me. This reading is Virgo sun, but it can also resonate for your moon, rising, or Venus. So, and it can be Mars and Jupiter, but particularly those other three, and particularly Venus. If you don't know your chart, your natal chart, I suggest you Google that and get the information, because if this doesn't resonate for you, those placements in your chart may resonate more. Or if this resonates, or parts of it resonate, you can also watch those other videos of your placements to get more information. You know, I have a whole bunch of different ones in mine. I have fire and air. I'm a water sign on the cusp of, I'm Cancer cusp of Leo. Water on the cusp of fire, but I have fire and air in my chart. So I'm not your typical Cancer, but usually Virgos are very grounded. You're an earth sign. You're grounded. You're loyal. When you get into a relationship, usually you are more, you know, you're looking for something stable many times. Maybe not all the time, but I'm just saying in general. But, and I'm not trying to be stereotypical of signs, but we all have our elements kind of have different ways of infiltrating our lives, how we make decisions, how we react in work, love, you know, altercations, so to speak. But that's what I'm hearing here. I'm hearing that you just need to take some time out. And it's almost like I'm hearing, take some time out to see where this goes. It's almost like this is you. You set the ship out. You chose your path, the Two of Wands. You went from the Ace, which is the beginning. So you had this idea or this thought in your head that you needed to take a time out. So what you've done is you've taken action on that. You've taken the time out. And the aces are about new beginnings. So I'm hearing that you're taking a time out, or you both are, or maybe the other person is. The roles can be reversed in this. And if there are any cross watchers, this may apply to you. You're involved with a Virgo, and this may apply to you or your Virgo cross watchers. Hello, if you're there. So the Ace of Wands is the beginning, and putting that, some sort of idea into action, which I feel is taking the time out and thinking about the situation. Two of Wands is now you've chosen the path. So you've taken that step of taking the time out. And it's almost like you set your ship out I'm going to set it out. You know how they say if you love someone, set them free. If they don't come back, it was never meant to be. So it's almost like you're setting your person not free, but you each are going to have your free time with each other, with yourselves, and within that span of time, however long it you want or however long it is, you're going to wait and see what happens. You'll wait for your ships to come in. You'll see more clarity, I think, by doing that. And so with the Star card in reverse, in upright is wish fulfillment, self-healing, more balance between emotions and thoughts. It's a very positive card, and even in reverse, it's positive. So what I'm thinking is, being the Star, it's the Star card, and in reverse, with the Three of Wands, I'm going to move these over this way. This is the person, or the type of person, like your soulmate. This is your soulmate. This is the person, or your twin flame, depending. Those are two different separate types of relationships. I'm not going to get into that, but there are many people online on YouTube that will explain those in depth. They're two totally different situations, but if you're in a twin flame connection, you pretty much know. It's complicated. Soulmates also have a unique connection, though, and I'm thinking you're thinking this could be the one. This could be the one. That's what I'm hearing. This is your wish come true, your person come true. Depending on your your gender and your energies, your king or queen, your counterpart, your partner in crime, so to speak. And I think you came to that realization. So now you were at a crossroads, but you've made that decision. You're waiting to see what happens. And earth signs are very, you pace yourselves. Fire signs can push forward. They go after what they want, but sometimes they don't think about it. I hope I'm not offending anybody out there who may be listening, cross-watchers. Water signs are, and like I said, I'm one, can base their decisions on emotion. They're a little watery, but sometimes it can cloud their decisions. They don't really think about it a lot of times. And air signs are, they base all their decisions, or base usually more on logic. Not that you don't. Virgos are very intelligent, but I'm hearing that, I'm thinking that what I'm hearing is this is somebody that you feel in your heart that you could settle down. They're your wish come true. And it's almost like it's so scary how, I want to say perfect they are for you. How well how perfectly you mesh together, It's a great energy, Virgo. And I'm just going to say, this could be the one. We'll see. Now, these are the cards that are on the surface. We first have strength. Maybe it took you some strength and courage to separate from this person. Or maybe, like I said, this relationship scares you a little bit. How perfect it feels. How well this person meshes with you. I don't even know how to put that into words. It just feels, like I said, you're thinking in your heart, wow, could this be the one? And I'm not saying you're going to propose or anything, or you're going to that right away, because, like I said, you're an earth sign, so you want to think about it. Hence, again, the Hermit is the Virgo card. Virgos, earth signs like to think about things before they actually act, and they're willing to wait for whatever it is. So I think you're taking the necessary steps that you're comfortable with, and gathering up your courage and your strength. Maybe you're gathering your courage and strength to ask someone to marry you. And if the Hierophant is in here, there you go. It may just be one or two of you. Just saying, though. You're gathering or need the courage and strength to do something. The Moon card is a card of being in the dark. Can be about illusions. But what I'm hearing strongly here, many times the moon card can cloud you with illusion because you can't see very well in the dark, you know. But what I'm hearing here is the moon is actually illuminating you in a way that's opened your eyes, that you really, really love this person. I'm going to say love. You know, I could say care about, but love, I think it's love. And you've come to that realization, so you need to take some time out because it's almost like you need time apart just to be sure. That's what I'm hearing here. That I don't see any darkness, and I don't see any illusions. You know, I don't know. The only major arcanas we have here. Okay, so we have the star card is Aquarius, the strength card is Leo, and the moon card is Cancer, and can be Pisces. Water sign, but can be Pisces. So, just to throw this out there, and this is not, as far as who you're dealing with, not sign specific. I mean, this is a Virgo reading, so that's specific, but you could be dealing with an Aquarian, a Leo, or a Cancer on the cusp of Leo. Or Leo on the cusp of Virgo. The options here, and we haven't gotten to the rest of the cards, but I'm just saying, but I'm thinking maybe you did have an illusion. Maybe you feel like you're almost like an illusion of fooling yourself. That, again, this is too good to be true. This can't be, it can't be that perfect for me. This is maybe the first time you've ever met someone who has made you feel this way. That's what I'm saying. You're thinking, could this be the one? Because we just, you know, it's like we're almost on the same page. We're on the same page about everything. So we have the Seven of Cups. Now, Cups is about emotions. But what I'm hearing here is you're thinking about your options. We have a lot of passion. There's a lot of emotion between us. It's almost like you have the same goals and dreams that you want in a relationship. You've grown, you know, maybe you're grown and you're both grown. You're teaching, and I think that's great in a relationship where you can each teach each other and grow together. So, I'm hearing here, let me just look at these three cards again. Strength. I am Virgo. I'm hearing here, and usually, okay, this stereotypically, this is a man's position or the more masculine, because it could be a same-sex couple. Again, gender's not important here, so you know, take it as it resonates. If you're in a same-sex couple, and I'm hearing it could be the masculine, whoever the masculine energy is in your relationship. And even in heterosexual couples, the roles can be reversed, where the man can be more feminine, the male can be. That's kind of almost the last relationship I was in. It just seemed that way. Like I was more the masculine, and the other person is a little bit more feminine. And I'm saying that's a bad thing. We balanced each other great. We got along really well. Yeah. I'm thinking that I'm hearing that you're trying to, I mean, maybe you're trying to gather up the strength to ask somebody out, or, you know, maybe for Valentine's Day. Now, you know, that could be, but I'm feeling very strongly that you want to ask this person to marry you, or you're really considering that this could be the one, and it's freaking the crap out of you. Or you're the person. But I think it's you, Virgo. And again, you could be a male or female. It doesn't matter. If you're a female, maybe you want to ask your counterpart to, you know, marry you. You know, take it as it resonates. I'm going to continue here and see what we have. We have the King of Wands. There's your masculine energy. And again, if you're in a twin flame journey situation, this is your divine masculine energy. I mean, if you're in a twin flame situation, maybe, depending on who the masculine is, either you are going to ask your feminine you're going to want to be in union with them, ask them to marry you, whatever the case may be, just touching on that very quickly. Or if you're a female with the masculine energy, you're going to ask your other person. But I don't necessarily feel it's twin flame per se, but it could be. But King of Wands is very powerful and very determined, to get, very charming. King of Wands are very charming and very creative. I'm thinking that, again, I'm hearing, shoot, I can't help it, Virgo. Now I'm thinking that you're determined, that this is your person, and you're either thinking about ways to wine and dine them and impress them on Valentine's Day, or you really want, and that's why I feel that you took a time out, because you really want to ask this person to be either in a committed relationship, maybe you're not committed, or marry you. Lifetime partner. And you're trying to think of some creative way of doing it. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. Because maybe you almost gave up. Nine of Wands is giving up. I'm trying to see why the Nine of Wands is here. With, I don't know, the energy I'm feeling is you almost gave up because I'm going to say illusions. I'm not saying you were illusioned, but you thought this was all in your head. It's almost like you were creating illusions of grandeur, if you will. You know what I mean? That you were, unsure if the other person feels the same way, or it's probably a scary thing to propose, so you worry about if they're going to say yes. So you're almost in an energy of giving up and not doing it. But after the Nine of Wands is the Ten of Wands, which is, if you're familiar with the tarot, is carrying a burden. So what I'm hearing, because after that you have the Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment. This is your person, Virgo. This could very well be the one. I think you already know this person. And I am feeling you are in a relationship. And, depending on if you're a committed relationship or how serious you are, or maybe how long you've been together. But I mean, look, this is in your mind, the perfect person for you. Absolute happiness in every possible way. You picture yourself growing old together. I mean, having a house, a lot of people, I mean, that's a cat. I'm a cat person, but some people having everything, a second. In this picture, I can't tell. It looks like a same-sex couple, so there you go. And having just everything, the growth, having a cat, maybe the little white picket fence, but just having a beautiful life together. And so, maybe you were about to give up, and you were disillusioned by the fear of maybe they wouldn't say yes. Maybe they don't feel the same way. You think they might, but so that illusion was you were in the dark. You're in the dark about how they might respond to that. But Ten of Cups. So I'm hearing, take that chance. Gather your strength and your courage. And think about the way you want to do it. Be creative if you want. That's kind of the fun side, I think, of a proposal, Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about two different things I'm hearing. This is in the Rider-Waite deck, you have a situation where the person is, and here he's by himself, but again, not gender specific, he in the picture. There are three people in the picture. One person is building the foundation, and the other two are standing off to the side. And I'm hearing two different things for that, and then there's this card. First, that can mean maybe you want to propose, but you need help with friends to do it the way you want to. So you can ask friends. So Three of Pentacles, can be about like teamwork, getting people to help you. It can also mean that you two, if you're in a relationship, have built a very strong foundation, and now you're willing to build and work together as a team and start a new life, a whole new life, a committed life together. A solid, I can't even think of the word. Stable. That was the word I was trying to think of. A solid, stable life together. It's almost like you've got to the point in the relationship where it's at the point where this is the person you think you may very well may want to spend the rest of your life with. And here, in this picture, the Three of Pentacles is mastering yourself. This is Two of Pentacles. If you take, this is 3, but the one card before this 2 is, I'm going to say, not in balance, but just going back and forth. So maybe you've been going back and forth with this decision, trying to juggle the 2 Pentacles. Do I or should I? Should I not? You're not sure. Well, here you've mastered it. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. That's a brand new beginning with, just possibilities, a lot of growth, a lot of stability. I am hearing a committed relationship here. And here you are. 4 of Swords. Swords are about thoughts, can be about communication. The person here, it's calling for you actually here to take some time out and meditate on this, because the answer is going to come to you. You just need time to think, but it's going to come to you. And look, you have the person here has their hand right by the sword. The Ace of Swords is about truth. It's a beginning, but it's about truth. So be true to yourself, be true to your person, and true to your relationship. And you're ready for action. You are ready for action. I think you know what you want to do, Virgo. I think you want to know. You already know. All right. Let's get... This is pretty cut and clear. So I'm just going to do what's on the surface here, this line of cards here. I'll do each one. So we can get a few more cards of clarification. And, the Nine of Wands. I'm particularly interested in the Nine of Wands in this one. These are all pretty much, maybe the Moon. All right, let's do the Three of Wands. Spirit, please. What can you tell me about the Three of Wands and the Star card in reverse? What can you tell me? Spirit, please. For our Virgos there. Knight of Pentacles. There you are. The Knight in Shining Armor. You want to be the Knight in Shining Armor, or if you're a female, or doesn't matter. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter who you are. The other person is your Knight in Shining Armor, which is basically a masculine energy. So if you are more feminine, whoever your masculine is. The Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. You want to take your time, and that's okay. Take your time. Here is you're offering the Pentacle. I want to offer you a life of love, stability, security. I want to be able to provide for you, to love you in a way that all your needs are being met type situation. That's beautiful. This is beautiful. You are this person's Knight in Shining Armor. Or the other person is your Knight in Shining Armor. And you want to share the Pentacle. But it's a very slow energy. Knights are about action, but they move very slow. Which is fine, though. Because everybody does things in their own time. And this is an important decision. So, of course you want to take your time. And look, there's the 10 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, Virgo, this could very well be the one. You're offering this Pentacle, and this person is going to say yes. Chances are they're going to say yes. And you are going to have a beautiful life of abundance in every possible way. There are the dogs. Maybe you're going to have children, There's wisdom. You guys have gained some wisdom, But it's almost like the Hierophant, And again, the Hierophant is about marriage. There's the King of Wands again. There is a lot of love and passion here. And this is such a beautiful energy. There's no negativity here at all. So let's get a card or some cards for Strength, Spirit. Strength. From Strength, the Moon, 7 of Cups, King of Wands, 9 of Wands, and 10 of Cups. 9 of Wands in particular, but this whole line of cards, what can you tell me? There we go. Let me see if there's anything else. Nope. Okay. There you go. You were afraid of being hurt. That's what the 9 of Wands here is, I feel. You're afraid of being hurt, so you almost gave up. You're afraid that this person might actually say no. And that's why you needed the time out to just think. But I think you took the time out to not only think about it, but plan this somehow. But yeah, the 10 of Swords, you were just afraid of being hurt. And that's understandable. That's absolutely understandable. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about intuition and mystery. Maybe this person you're dealing with is kind of a mystery to you. Maybe they don't show. Maybe they don't wear their heart on their sleeve. Which is generally, I think, air signs. I think water signs do, and I can't speak for everybody, so I can't group everyone together. I think fire signs might too. They go after what they want usually. And I'm not sure. You're an earth sign, you know. This could be you, or maybe that's them. But what I'm hearing with this High Priestess is saying, look within. What is your gut telling you? Go by your intuition. And I think you know. I think you know. Okay, Spirit, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. What can you tell our Virgos out there? What further advice can you give our Virgos about maybe mastering themselves or working together, taking the time out? 4 of Swords and 3 of Pentacles, please. What can you tell us? Maybe Spirit says, I don't have anything else to say. Oh, wait, there we go. Aww. Again, 6 of Cups can be a twin flame card, so this may very well be your twin. But I'm hearing that, oh my gosh, do you know what I'm hearing? Because the 6 of Cups is about your past, someone from your past returning or reminiscing from someone in your past. But what I'm hearing is this person that you may very well be with is someone you've known from your childhood. And maybe you came together. Maybe you were like friends in childhood or high school. But I'm hearing childhood. And you were like buddies back then. That's what I'm hearing. You were like buddies? So if any of you Virgos are going out there, if that resonates with anyone, this is someone from your childhood or your past that you maybe you've reconciled with. And you realize now, this is the person that I want to be with. You know? Or maybe you liked them back then. Maybe you actually liked them, or they liked you, and you've come together and you have this realization that we make a great team. And there it is. Oh, I'm so excited for y'all. I'm telling you, Virgo, I'm thinking this is the one, but I'm going to say this could very well be the one. There's the Star card, and it's upright now. And it's upright. So you're working through some inner battles here. Maybe there's your burden. You're going to let the burden go. Awesome. What's after that? Communication. And it's coming in quick. You know what oh my God, I'm so excited for you all. I could just dance on the bed here, but I'd mess up the cards. You have nothing to worry about. This could very well be the one. I'm not going to say it is because the cards are guidance. They don't predict. They give you guidance in situations. Ultimately, it's up to you what you do. But I think once you take some time out, maybe you have, and you think about this and just wait a little bit, or plan this out the way you want it to, this is going to be, I believe, and it doesn't have to be Valentine's Day. Maybe you're going to do something tomorrow, and tomorrow's going to get the ball rolling. But it's going to happen fast. I think you have mastered yourself, or mastered this situation in the sense that you've meditated on it and thought about it. You're ready for action now. I think you do want to propose or get in a committed relationship. Commit to this person. You want to commit to this person. And like I said, it could be someone from your past. You were concerned and you maybe thought about giving up. You've got the 6 of Cups. You've got the Star card twice. You've got the 10 of Cups. And the bottom of the deck earlier was the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better situation. And I am so thrilled for all you Virgos out there. This is beautiful. I don't know if I'm going to even have, I don't have anything going on for Valentine's Day in my life, and that's okay. I am happy for you because this has just made my Valentine's Day, honestly. I mean, wish fulfillment. You had some inner battles, but you're letting them down. You're dropping those wands. You kept going. You're going to drop the wands. And there's the Strength card again. You got the strength, and it's about communication. It's also about travel. Moving forward and travel, and quickly. Where to go? Maybe you're going to ask someone to go on a trip. Or maybe like a weekend getaway or something. If you're going to do it, do it. Do it. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, we're going to get one more message from Spirit, from I'm using the Oracle of the Fairies, Karen K, artwork by Ginger Kelly. And I use these cards because they're a little more, I'm not going to say lighthearted, because they do have good messages, but they're a little more whimsical because of the fairies, Fairies to me are kind of like a little pure spirit. And it just makes me think of love, I guess. So let's get a card, please, for our Virgos out there. I'm so excited, you have no idea. And there we go. And that just... At the bottom of the deck is abundance. Prepare, and that's, I don't usually read the bottom of the deck, but it just made me look at it. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there's enough abundance for everyone. And this is going to be beautiful. So that's just some energy from the bottom of the deck. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. And I don't know if you're hearing the same thing I am, but the illusion. It's almost like you created some doubt into your mind. You were fooling yourself and creating this illusion that maybe they wouldn't say yes, so you were afraid. And you almost gave up, but you didn't. I'm hearing that you didn't. You're afraid of being hurt. It's believing is seeing. So I think you've gotten to the point now, and I'm going to read this card. They're alphabetical. There's no numbers, so it's fairy spotting. I think that by believing in yourself in this relationship, you finally saw that this is the person. I can't even find it, and I'm so excited. This is the person you want to be with. Oh my gosh, I hope this resonates for a lot of you out there. All right, fairy spotting. Have you ever seen a fairy? Maybe you have. But you tried to explain it away with the voice of reason. Or perhaps you're a fully fledged believer, or better still, a knower. You know fairies exist. Fairies can appear to us in many different ways. Being sensitive and open to experience is helpful when fairy spotting, as it allows us to be more receptive to seeing these magical spirits of nature. They very often appear as flashes of light darting around wooded areas or gardens, or if you're really lucky, inside your home. They can also manifest just outside your line of sight, often in the corner of your field of vision, so you're not totally sure if there's anything there at all. Sometimes they can be felt intuitively, seen only in your mind's eye. They may also bring a flowery scent or an unusual smell, rather like toffee apples or popcorn. When they appear in their full form, it's a true privilege, for they're rightly wary of humans. You could try photographing fairies. Even if you can't see them with your own eyes, a camera can often pick up a fairy essence, which may appear as a beam of light or a tiny orb. The best place to do this is out in nature, either in your garden or in woodland. Midsummer's Eve is a particular good time to look for fairies. You're lucky to see a fairy if you care about nature, and you're most likely to see a fairy if you care about nature and the environment, as they will be more willing to connect with you. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. There's a few things that jumped out at me very quickly, Virgo. And by all means, because sometimes I'll see in videos, and people do videos, I don't know if any of mine have, but if you see any types of orbs or like little lights that you can't really explain where they may have come from, could be a fairy. And I know that's a little out there. Some people don't believe in that kind of thing, regardless if you're into tarot and divination. Sometimes fairies are a little too out there, too far-fetched to believe in. But fairies can appear to us in many different ways. What I'm hearing that is spirits. Maybe spirit is giving you signs. Look for synchronicities in your life. If you're in a twin flame connection, you probably know that 1111 is the number of twin flame connection, but you can get synchronicities like 111, 211, 311, or sometimes you can get numbers like 111, 222. And if you do see those numbers in a repeated fashion, by all means Google it and look it up if you don't know the meanings, because that can be spirit giving you messages. Maybe it's a certain song you keep hearing that you and your partner, your other person, share. And it keeps coming. You go in the store, there it is. You're walking in the street and someone's blasting it from a car. That kind of thing. Those kind of synchronicities. And it's almost like they can also manifest just outside your line of sight. And I'm not going to keep picking apart every line in there, but it's almost like maybe you were in the dark and illusioned by you weren't sure about what you wanted to do, but I think now you've worked through it, and if you haven't, you need to work through some stuff and do it. I say do it. I don't usually tell people what to do. I'm telling you, Virgo, do it. No, I'm going to tell you, take a chance. Take a chance. You do what you want. It's your life, and you choose what you want to do. And if this is your person, I hope that everything works out in your favor. This is beautiful. Beautiful energy. Okay, I hope this helped you in some way, Virgo. And I'm going to ask you, if it did resonate, if this hits home to you, please subscribe and hit the bell button for more, for notifications of more videos I do. I do dailies, so sometimes that can even give you some information, extra information. Look up, I'm doing all the zodiac signs, and again, it could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, so look those up. I'm going through the zodiac, and obviously I'm on Virgo now. I still have, after Virgo, I still have those to do, so I'm not completely done, but I have done a number up to Virgo, and I do moon phase readings every couple of weeks, so I do a number of different readings. I will be doing twin flame readings, and I'm really getting a huge, loud calling to do that. I just can't squeeze it in, and I'm trying to do the zodiac signs first. I want to finish what I started and get these messages to you. So, but please subscribe and hit that bell button. So, even if this didn't resonate, you know, maybe there's a video in the future that I do that will resonate, and you can check it out. Or you can come back and visit this one. You know, maybe it's not resonating right now, but it might in the future. And you can come back to the video. I have everything in playlists. So, you know, you don't have to go searching for it. You can just hit the playlist, find love readings, or your sign, Virgo, or whatever it is you're looking for, and it's in there. So, okay. And I would love to hear comments. Maybe put your birthday at the bottom. You can find your twins that way. Okay? And share. I would love to get this message to other fellow Virgos and anyone else. And again, cross-watchers, if you're watching, I hope this helped you. Okay? So, that's it, Virgo. I'm going to say, please subscribe and hit the bell button. So, if you need further information, I can help you. Spirit will give me messages that I can give you, and maybe it'll help you even further along. But this seems pretty perfect right here. So, okay, thank you so much, Virgo. Happy Valentine's Day for all of you that are celebrating it. And any love situations, I hope that this is what's going on, because this could very well be the one, Virgo. Yeah. I love success stories, even if it's not mine. So, thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Please come back. I hope you will. All right, thanks, Virgos. I will see you. Bye-bye.